What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Where the Locals Sk8. I'm your host once again, OG Skate Show. This is a podcast where we get to know local skaters on and off the board. Today is the only episode with me in it today. The Couch Boys, Peralta's camping, and Listo had a little accident in the car. Nothing serious. His tire came off in his driveway. So
happens.
Luckily he's safe.
Got insurance.
Don't worry, they'll be back next week. But today we have a special guest, a returning guest in the studio. Shawn Solomon is with us.
What's up, everybody? How's it going?
Dude, thank you for coming back.
Dude, thank you for having me.
For
Happy
sure.
4th of July.
Yeah, it is 4th of July today.
Hell
out
yeah.
there. Yeah. Everybody be safe out there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. For those that don't know, you were episode 25.
Yeah,
Dude.
episode 25.
Dude,
that was a cool minute.
Yeah, that was about a year and some change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Year and 2 months, maybe.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. Dude, that was a good one, though. We had a good time.
I had a lot of fun last time.
So
I was stoked to come back.
Yeah. If anybody wants to go check that one out, if they haven't seen it, please do so.
South Bay history.
Remind everybody what city you're repping.
So I am repping Redondo Beach.
Redondo Beach.
Rat Beach, as me and the Lokes like to call it.
Yeah, and you told me that's right after Torrance.
Right after Torrance.
Yeah, I like that. That's
South
pretty
Bay
cool.
Style.
That's pretty cool, man. How long have they been calling themselves Rat Beach? Is that like an old school term?
Yeah,
Okay.
It started around the same time as like the surf movement. So early 60s.
Early 60s?
Yeah,
Oh,
early
okay.
mid 60s.
All right.
Yeah, because during that time period, like surfing, when it first came to the US, it started in Redondo. So we get to hone in and claim that we were a part of the big push for surfing, across the globe.
That's cool. Shout out to that, man.
Redondo, yeah.
All right, man.
Round Beach.
Round Beach, Redondo. And how's that skate park there?
After having it it's been a year now.
Uh-huh.
I'm enjoying it.
You enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah? I haven't been there yet. I've been wanting to check it out.
Because I've become a Slappy king.
Okay.
I've been doing a lot more Slappies and I guess street style, like ledges, banks, gaps, and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm in this weird mode where I've started to slowly slip out of the park and go outside more. You should go outside more. It's free.
I mean it is, but we get a little comfortable in those parks, man. They're nice and comfy. But yeah, dude. So what else is new? What's going on?
So I'm doing this. I don't know if it's a trend yet, but me and my local homies, we've bought our first board.
You bought your first board?
Yeah, and we've been only skating on our very first board.
Oh,
like
so
for me, it's
you
been
found the first board you ever bought.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I have the same setup, same deck width. For my personal board, it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, $500 for the deck.
For the deck, right?
Just for the deck, right? So I was like, okay. I just replicated it because mine was a Misfits board, a Vision Misfits board. So
okay.
now,
So you had it made.
So now I'm writing a Zero Misfits board with the same graphic.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
And then
like a reissued, revamped.
version
board.
for me personally.
Okay.
But I have the Grind King trucks. If you watched that back episode, I was all about Grind Kings.
That question's on the paper right here. Yeah. So you got the Grind Kings.
Yep, and the Spitfire wheels to go with it.
Okay. All right.
Classy.
Damn. And what's the size of the board you're riding?
It's a 8 1/4.
8 1/4.
Yeah.
All right.
I went down a lot.
Did you?
A lot.
Okay.
Everyone who knows me, they're like, man, I think the smallest size I've ever seen you ride is maybe an 8 1/2.
Okay.
Because I went from riding a 9 1/4 to an 8 1/4. So that's a big gap.
I bet, dude.
Huge
I mean,
gap.
that's a big. Was it a big difference when you got on the board, or?
Well, everything for like the first month was huge. Like my pop.
Yeah, because you were so used to a bigger board.
Long grinds. Even long grinds. I was just like, oh man.
Dope.
Like, because the amount of force I'm used to like excurting onto like whatever obstacle I'm doing, I'm used to actually having to like use my weight and try, and now I'm floating through it.
Yeah, a little tap. Yeah,
I have to be actually more gentle because like the other day I almost snapped and I was like, oh, calm down.
Calm down.
Take a deep breath. Get back on there.
All right, dude. Shout out to that, dude. And that's cool that Redondo Beach that's on the pier, right?
It's right on the pier, yeah.
Yeah, man. I said, I want to go check it out. There's a little slappy curb. It looks like in the middle.
Yeah, it's a blue slappy curb.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
hurricanes and everything. And I'm a big boneless guy, so I do a lot of foot plants on it.
I've seen those. Yeah, I've seen that on your Instagram.
Yeah, I came out with a Target clip. Me and my buddy Rick Brickerstaff.
Yeah, shout out.
Oh, and my youngster, my little now 3-year-old is in the clip.
I seen it.
Yeah, because I take the kids with me. Like I always say, gotta let them enjoy the adventure.
For sure, dude. That's cool. And then you're giving skate lessons as well?
Nowadays I've put a backseat on it, so I'm not giving skateboard lessons. But I do have a skateboard paddle on.
Okay.
So he's a kid he's a part of the same shop sponsor as me. He's on the skate team with us. But he's someone that I've watched him grow the past couple months, and I'm not sleeping on him. Right. Just put it that way. I've just been like
kind of taking him under your wing a little
giving
bit.
him a little pointers here and there, telling him, how to go about just growing as not only a human being, but as a skater, because I grew up with that. I grew up with, legends and local guys being like, nah, this is how you do it. So it's cool for it to be my turn.
And pass it on.
Yeah.
Dude, that's rad, man. Shout out to that. Yeah, because a lot of times, I mean, like me, all my friends were older.
Yeah.
So I knew, like, you kind of learned how to act fast when you see how they're at. You're like, all right, well, they're not acting like a knucklehead. I'm going to just be cool, too. I'm going to just chill out. Yeah, you know what I mean? But, yeah, man.
And it goes back to being in the streets, because I told that kid, I'm like, bro, like, I see you at the park a lot, but, like, go out in the streets and bring your posse, dude. Just show them, like, I'll show you, like, 1 or 2 spots just to get you warmed up. But then now it's your turn to start looking for spots, and then show me what you find.
And maybe even create some spots, too.
Exactly. I'm actually working on a DIY myself.
Are you?
Yeah, me and some homies.
Okay. Yeah, concrete and all that? You're going to be mixing, pouring?
Yeah. Well, it's actually an original spot from the 70s. It was an old ditch, and we've just decided to add on to it.
Oh, rad.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Can't wait, dude. Yeah, when do you guys put in the work, like on the weekends or anything like that? Have you started anything?
So it's usually whenever we get a chance. Most days it's like a Friday. Okay. So then like people are still at work. Yeah. And people are not home because they're at work, Yeah, maybe because those guys from P-Side, the guys that built all that, like Urban Skate Project. Yeah. They'll wear like orange shirts. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Because the caution stuff. Right, and they make it look like they're supposed to be there. So that's pretty rad. I mean, just maybe that'll work out for you guys if you guys are pouring concrete. Invest in some of that. Lately, it's been like metal coping here, using parking blocks in certain areas to like elevate it or make it slick in certain sections. And then you probably don't want to do too much too fast, right? You want to kind of like let it kind of like. Yeah, I don't know. That, and also like, for example, how the layout used to be, it was full of graffiti. So we still want to keep that graffiti element to it, because that's what makes it, slick, but then also brings its own like vibe to it. Yeah. And it's a ditch spot, you said, right? It's a ditch spot, yeah. Okay, like, so are you coming down from one way and then coming up another side, right? One side's a little steeper than the other. Ooh, okay. There's a little manhole coming out of it. For those who hear what I'm describing, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But I'll post about it when this video comes out. We'll probably be done. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You gonna add like a parking block to it or anything like that? A bunch. Okay. There's like maybe 4 different areas. So because we're gonna do like a little run. Maybe. Have you ever seen those like little concrete quarter pipes with a parking block has coping? A parking block has coping. Okay. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. Dude, that's cool. Yeah. Dude, that'd be rad and then
get some clips on it too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Take the little homie there too. What's his name?
His name's Dylan.
Dylan?
Yep.
Shout out
Bro
Dylan.
Dylan.
Yeah, man. And Soul Performance is your skate shop, right?
Yep, that's the shop.
Surf and Skate.
Surf and Skate.
In Gardena.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, they're pretty big on their surf community. So, sometimes I admit it, us skaters are in the shadows.
Right.
But that's because we're not keeping it underground, but that's just how skateboarding is nowadays, I feel like. It's so popularized and it's everywhere that we just like to do like events and community stuff. Like we did for December, we did a Toys for Tots event at the LA Pump Track in Inglewood.
Okay.
We were able to, fundraise like $4,000 for kids with charity. Got a bunch of toys going. And then we like to do 2 a year. So our next one's coming up in August after this video drops.
Okay, in August?
Yeah, right. August 10th.
August 10th. We'll be on the lookout for that for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Toys for Tots?
Same one? No, this one's going to be with Grind for Life. So it's going to be skateboarders who survived cancer. We're trying to help everyone who is either going through cancer or who have gone through cancer, just get the help that they need. Every little bit counts.
Of course, man.
So we're going to have a shop demo with a couple local pros and, maybe some new faces. I'm not allowed to say yet.
Yeah.
Until actually the day this video drops, you'll see a flyer on my Instagram about it. But Brian from JFA is going to be there.
Okay.
He's going to do an acoustic set. So is Mike Smith. Some guerrilla rock, the guy who invented the Smith grind and the Smith vert. Yep, he'll be there. Who else is going to be there? There's a long list of dudes.
And where do they do that event at? Like, is it like...
It's going to be at the shop.
At the shop?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a Saturday, so we'll be open,
Okay. Yeah.
We got a nice-sized parking lot.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. They have a parking lot. They can shut it down.
It's in a warehouse, so... You'll be fine.
Plenty of parking?
Plenty of parking.
All right. That's something I'm always worried about. Sometimes you go places and there's
food.
no parking.
We'll have food.
Yeah. All right. Shout out to that, man. Yeah. And then everything helps out for Grind for Life.
Exactly. Which is the goal at the end of the day, is to help them and their community. Because, they're a part of us, and everyone, especially nowadays, unfortunately, has someone in their family or knows someone close to them who's gone through that. Right. So it's, very important, not only to me, but, my family as well, to be able to support that.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's unavoidable, it seems like nowadays. Somebody, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something that they're putting in the food. Is it in the water?
Yeah.
Are we just genetically, is it the chemtrails in the air? Who knows?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So... But dude, that's rad that you guys are doing that. And I believe is it that guy that runs Grind for Life? I see him.
His name's Mike.
Mike. He sets up a booth, right? And then and then he has like he's missing an eye, right?
He's missing an eye. Yeah.
Right. Okay, I met that gentleman.
Skate accident.
Yeah.
He's a really good guy, and he's got a really good program. So we're stoked.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Shout out to him, man.
Yeah, he's all the way in Florida.
Is he really?
Yeah, but he might come down, I think. I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that one. But,
But
we're happy to work with him.
Yeah. So it's gonna be the same program, but he might not be there.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Yeah, we'll definitely have all the free merch. Mm-hmm. Yep, I see you, kid. Yes, we will have free merch just
cool.
for you.
That's cool.
Maybe grab a shirt, grab some stickers.
Support, yeah.
A board? If maybe best trick board. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. So there's gonna be like a little demo as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have
obstacles to skate.
Like a street course and a bunch of different ramps, because I'm a ramp guy, so there better be some vert.
There better be some vert. Yeah. All right. Speaking of vert, have you been pool skating?
Hell yeah.
All right.
Pool season
Pool
is
season?
actually now is pool season.
Okay.
You don't know this, but there's probably like 4 empty pools in your neighborhood.
Just saying, huh?
Saying.
People trying to get that thing ready for summer.
Well, it's technically summer,
Right.
but
Yeah.
right now it's either they're going through some problems, so it's empty.
Their pump is out.
Yeah, or they're late to the game and it's empty.
Right. That happens. Like people leave their Christmas lights up too long sometimes.
Weirdos. Hey, actually, I dig it when people leave their Halloween decorations out. Do that all year round. Halloween decorations.
I have a homie that actually, off the subject, he has it. I don't know if he still does this, but one year he had a Christmas tree, like one of those fake ones.
Yeah.
And I mean, he decorated it for every season. I mean, if it was Valentine's Day, it was all set up for that.
With some hearts on it.
Yep. If it was Halloween, like it was all spooky, like it was cool. Like it didn't matter if it was, it was St. Patty's Day. It was all dressed up with like, shamrocks and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, shout out to that. You like Halloween then, huh?
Yeah.
You like that horror stuff?
Spooky guy.
Spooky
Definitely.
guy.
Insert all the creepy stuff. All of it.
Yeah. But pool sesh, man. What's the last pool you skated?
The last pool I skated was actually I have 2 right now. They're my frequent ones because I haven't really hunted in a while. I found a permission one or 2 different permission ones.
Oh, this is a house one?
So like okay. I've been like, okay, bro, like thank you for allowing me to be here, and thank you for opening your home to us skaters. And he skates too.
Is it okay?
Yeah, both houses they both skate. So
they skate pool as well. Is that why it's empty?
Yeah, and they shred.
I mean, if you own your own pool, I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, I own my own mini ramp, but I'm shred though. But
well,
if I had it when I was a kid, I'm sure I would have used it for hours and hours.
I feel like with them also, they only skate it when they have other people to skate with.
That's how.
So that also could be a thing. I mean, actually, I was a kid with I had a half pipe in my backyard, and I was the same way.
Oh, really?
Like I wanted to skate it all the time, but I just felt awkward skating it by myself.
Yeah, you need that. For me personally, I need the hype, and I want to just be with my boys and shit. Even if you're not really ripping, you're just hanging out. It's all good.
Well, I mean, going back to that last episode we did, I'm all about the community. So in that sense, I like skating with the community.
Right. Yeah, it's nothing better than that, man. Especially, I mean, because we all come from different places, so. Not everybody looks the same, but we're all doing the same thing,
stuff,
but different. You know what I mean? Everybody's, it's like I always say, like painting. No one's gonna paint the same.
Yeah, no. I think that's also why I like to bring street guys to the pool sesh. Which everyone at first they always look at me weird. They're like, "Boy, it's an empty pool." I'm like, "But there's a bunch of street stuff there."
Yeah.
They're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Well, first off, there's a 4-stair cake with a round handrail right there." Try that. And then at first they're all shy, and then after 20 minutes they're like destroying the spot, and you're like, I told you so.
Yeah, dude.
And now they're trying to figure out how to get over the light just so they can come back. I'm like, see, you feel like a kook after you made it. That light, man. I mean, those things are intimidating. I mean, try to get to tile, like how the top of the tiles, or even like the death box when you want to get real good at what you're doing. Yeah. Getting over that death box. No, it's
and for me too, I had to ask somebody back in the day, what's a death box? But it's that little drain thing, right? That just in case anybody else, just in case nobody out there knows,
Yeah. No.
I'm asking for them.
Death box of doom.
Yeah, man, dude. But nothing. I mean, they put in a pool too at the new skate park that they just opened up couple weeks ago in Covina.
Oh, okay.
It looks pretty mellow. Like it looks chill. So I mean, you should check that one out. Yeah. I mean, when you're there in person, it looks bigger.
Oh yeah.
And then when you see it on video, you're like, I should be able to skate that thing.
There's a lot of spots like that. And actually, there's a lot of skateboarders who you see them on film and you're like, dude, that's big. And then you see them in person and you're like, what happened here? You lost like 2 feet.
I don't know, man. It's always been. They always look smaller to me on video, and then when you get there, you're like, "Whoa, this is insane." You know, it's like.
Yeah, the tricks of photography.
I know, right? Because I'm actually thinner than this, but the camera adds 10 pounds.
You and me both. I'm a lot thinner in person.
Yeah, man. But so shout out, dude. Slappy Sesh, man. I seen that.
Mm-hmm.
I seen that. Like,
yeah.
Because I seen. Didn't you put out like a little? You're talking about that little edit that you did, right?
Yeah.
Was that the Slappy Sesh right there?
It's one of many Slappy Sessions.
One of many.
Yeah. You know, I've been sleeping on some footage lately.
Okay.
So I haven't decided how to put it together.
Yeah, because I mean, there's sometimes, you know, I go, you know, because you're on Instagram, but then like me, I don't post hard posts.
Yeah.
So you don't know if I'm actually stacking clips or not, which I'm really not. But you know,
you're stacking clips.
I got a couple, but you know,
he's stacking some clips.
I got something out there, but
Christmas video.
But I got to step it up though, because I'm not satisfied with these. These are like just, you know. I have some stuff, but I'm like, I gotta make those throwaways.
Christmas video part, yeah.
Well, they're working on that
Where
video.
the Locals video.
No, what Peralta's working on a video that I'm trying to be part of. Yeah, so that's why I put the beer down and I stopped drinking.
Dude, congratulations!
Yeah, man, it's been since January.
Congratulations!
If people don't know that out there,
congratulations!
But it's all because I want to put in some work for the skateboard, man. Yeah. And I guess my health.
No, it makes sense. No.
You know, and I didn't think that it was gonna. You know, I still feel like having a beer on occasion. I just haven't done it. You know, I didn't say I quit. I just say I stopped.
Yeah,
you know,
that's good.
Yeah, man,
it's really rad.
But like I said, they're working on a video part, and I'd love to get couple clips in there. So I actually have his computer here, so I probably have my clips here.
some
they're street. Oh yeah, they're not park.
Oh yeah.
No. Park ain't going in this video.
I think that's the hard part. Is because there's so many parks around that we're like, it's almost way too easy to make a park video.
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing that as a side project, just so we could throw something like, because they've been doing that. Yeah. Like they've been getting clips at the LP, and then they had one where they had everybody going at the same time. Like, okay, here you go, and then next thing you know, this guy goes, and there's like a nice little montage, like everybody going. And I was so jealous that I was like, I wasn't there that day to get me a clip in that, you know. I'm like, they got to run it back. We got to do it again, guys.
Yeah.
You know.
Nah, but I challenge you to make a street clip.
Street clips.
More street clips, bro.
Yeah.
You can do it. Because that's us going back to our roots. That's going back to the kids in the 60s on their wooden plank. You know, just trying to get across the street.
Taking apart their skates to make a skateboard. Yeah.
You know, I challenge you when you wake up for school after summer to skate to school.
Oh,
skate to school.
As long as your parents allow it, you know, just skate to school, and then and then again too, like I don't know about nowadays. I haven't been in high school, but you know, do you have to store your skateboard in a classroom in a locker? Do you even have
carry it with you everywhere you go? Never let go.
Yeah, I mean that's what we did. We were allowed to take them to class up until a certain point. I think, like I heard when my brother was probably in high school. I don't know if he was able to bring them, but
my school we were allowed to until there was this one kid who ruined it because he had a longboard and his board was too bulky, so everyone would be complaining about it. And I'd be like, man, but he's one person.
Yeah, it doesn't fit in the overhead compartment. Sorry, buddy. You know?
And then some kid, I guess, tried to steal his skateboard because he would leave it by the door. Some kid, like, tried to pop in, grab it real quick. And then it kind of, like, ruined it for a lot of us. But, you know.
Yeah, some bad seeds out there. And but poor guy, someone tried to jack him, and then it ruined everything.
Hey, but that kid could rip on a longboard in a pool, and there's not too many of those out there. So.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it.
High five to that kid.
The people are dancing on those things. It's something I can do. It's amazing.
Yeah. I'm not tall enough.
All right. Do you have any day one sightings?
Oh, my most recent one? Actually, it was at a Food for Less.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy to just see him like shopping for food.
Yeah.
What does he get? What does he got? What does he got in the basket?
I was like just arriving to Food for Less, and he was like shopping around by the bread section.
Okay.
And
Day1 likes bread.
I kept it short, you know.
Yeah.
I was just like, "Hey, how are you?" And he's like, "Oh, what's up, Foo?" And I'm like, "Hey." I'm like, "You still going to Harbor?" He's like, "Yep, still going to Harbor." I'm like, "Yeah, I try, but I'm mostly at Redondo. I skate Perry mostly. That's my home park now, I guess."
Yeah. Yeah, but dude, that's cool that he's in the... Did you see what was in his basket, or he's just getting there?
I wasn't paying attention.
How does he stay so balanced? That's what I want to know. You know what I mean?
He probably has a great diet. But then again...
He eats donuts.
Yeah. He's a sucker for donuts.
For donuts.
I feel like most of us are suckers for donuts, though. I'm not going to lie.
Me personally, they're too sweet.
Yeah, you don't have a donut, the donut.
The donut, it'd have to be like. There's one that I like that's like, I think it's, you could break it apart. It's like a buttermilk.
Oh, okay.
Something like, I think it's like a buttermilk kind of thing. It's circle and it has chocolate on it, and like you could break off like 4 edges before you get to the
yeah.
I kind of like that one, but I have to have like milk with it.
Yeah,
you know, like,
of course, or coffee.
Coffee
and a donut.
But if I'm drinking coffee, I like the regular plain.
Yeah.
The
black.
plain. Like whatever the
glazed, the classic glaze. Yeah.
Without the glaze though, just the regular donut.
Oh, okay.
That one tastes good with the coffee.
I dig it.
Yeah.
I'm a jelly guy.
What's your favorite donut out there? Leave it in the comments. You know, you're a jelly guy.
I'm a jelly donut guy.
Okay.
Like me some jellies.
All right. Yeah. But I don't know. Let's hope he does really enjoy donuts, because I mean, I'd hate for it to be just for the Instagram, because
he really enjoys.
He really
donuts.
is. Yeah,
I've seen it. That's the thing.
Yeah,
confirmed.
All right. What? You have a story about Steve Rocco?
The Steve Rocco story?
Did you want to get to that?
Oh man,
ooh, let's go.
Well, Steve Rocco, as everyone knows, he's dipped his toes back into Sidewalk Distribution.
Okay.
So, I mean, I had a sighting. I ran into him. It's there's no proof, but I did run into him once in Hermosa. So he does exist. And he is in town for us Californians.
Okay. So he could be sighted.
Yeah. No, if you're a part of my side of town, which is the South Bay, you'll actually... It's funny because he's an older cat now, but he just looks like any other guy. So good luck finding him. But
right, he blends in really well.
He blends in.
So where's Waldo?
Super well.
Yeah.
You know, and he's not like one of those people who dresses like out of the norm. He dresses like everybody guy, button-up shirt, jacket, jeans. You know, like you would just consider him to look like somebody's dad, which I'm pretty sure he is a dad. He has a daughter.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, he has a daughter. You know, I've been fortunate enough to hang out with the legends that, you know, used to be around him, and his brother. I'm actually really close with his little brother, Pat.
Pat Rocco,
who's in a rad band right now.
I was about to say that,
yeah. The Pat Rocco band.
Okay.
You know, with a lot of the Peck skaters are, you know, a part of that scene, and they've been jamming out with him. So prepare to see a lot more of Pat Rocco and the Pat Rocco band experience.
Do you think that is he part of the skate scene, or he's
Pat Rocco?
Yeah, like if he's doing like a punk show, is he doing it?
Yeah, with skaters.
For
skaters, by skaters. Yeah, because
so you could probably, like, if you're a skater, you probably catch him at a punk show, right?
Yeah, because Pat Rocco used to be a badass freestyle skater, and he also used to judge or be a part of the judges for Marina Del Rey Skate Park.
Okay.
So, like, for example, you know, Tony Hawk, right? He used to compete against Asoy, and he used to be one of those guys who would be like, well, yeah, Tony Hawk's actually really good. Just saying. You know, they'd be like, but style, and, you know. How many times did he fall? Tony Hawk didn't fall very often.
And Tony Hawk at that time was inventing tricks, like, you know, and people were just hating.
Yeah.
And he didn't party too, so they were hating on that as well. So
yeah, because he was being a hermit. But there's not everyone has their own way of going through skateboarding.
Look,
so
he had a goal in his mind and a focus and a drive.
Yeah.
He knew the end result. Maybe he didn't know exactly how it was going to be, but he knew that if he just stayed that route, he was going to be just fine.
Yeah.
And look where he's at, man.
It's a freestyle.
The video game changed his life.
Yeah.
So, hey, man, shit, we're looking for that too over here. That change your life. Where the Locals Sk8 video game. Nah. Imagine that, huh?
Only on PC.
when you get on the show, then your character comes in the game. Nah.
Oh. Dude, I got 2 episodes. I'm in the game. You'll see me. All right, ready to go to the secret spot.
Ooh.
You gotta climb these 2 fences.
We just added P-side to the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, PJ is a side mission.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, hey. Dude, but so Steve Rocco, he's working with Jacuzzi, or who's he working?
Jacuzzi.
Okay.
Slappy Trucks.
Okay.
Opera? Is it Opera? It starts with an O.
Okay.
I forget the name of that other deck brand. But yeah, they're a solid distribution. And what's crazy is I feel like they came out of nowhere almost. Like they did the right steps.
Right.
But for example, you can find them at Zoomies, like their full catalog.
Wow.
That tripped me out. I was like, whoa. Like I'm just now hearing about it. Well, not today, but when I first heard about it, I was like, dang, they're already everywhere. Mm-hmm. Like it's already a thing.
They were
Ali Boulala and all of them just
they had
didn't work.
Yeah, they were cooking their soup a while ago and they're already serving it up. Like they're just okay.
I'm waiting to see what wheel company goes with it. You know how like every distribution has like you can buy a walk-in full setup. I'm trying to see what their full setup is. Now, like, do they buy a grip tape company? Like what's going on there?
Okay, or create a new one.
Yeah,
but I mean, what was the name of that distribution again?
A Sidewalk Distribution. Yeah.
Sidewalk Distribution.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. We'll have to, and that's new, right?
Yeah, it's new. Yeah,
that's wild, man.
I mean, they've probably been around for a couple months now, but still.
But still, they came out and they're doing things,
gunning it.
And Jacuzzi's working with them, so
yeah.
Is these like guys part of Dwindle? Did they just change the name, kind of deal?
It feels that way because a lot of the dudes who worked for Dwindle work there.
Okay,
and it's South Bay Brood.
Maybe they just wanted to do like their own thing a little bit, like let's just revamp the whole thing, like like you could say like maybe these people are like, dude, we know exactly what to do. If we just left this company. Yeah. We could actually do things.
Did all the right things.
Yeah, do the right. Yeah. Let's make all the right steps that these guys are straight out or whoever.
Yeah.
I don't know the story.
No, I feel like Globe was a good thing. So it could be rad.
Damn. Well, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. I mean, because I know Louis Barletta, right? He's
in it.
Mm-hmm. And he's always doing fun stuff like what they did with Enjoy as well. So. Mm-hmm. And Jacuzzi's having their own kind of look as well too.
Yeah.
Their aesthetic is like
it's pretty sleek. You know, it's almost I wouldn't call it pinky up, but it definitely has like an art gallery vibe.
It has an artsy feel, that's for sure, but it still feels street.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Right. So.
Hey, and they got some shapes in there too for those dudes who like me do slappy and vert. Mm-hmm. I see their shapes. I like it. I'm digging it.
That's cool.
Some wheel wells every now and then.
All right. Yeah, I wonder who, do you know who's on the team? Because I haven't really looked into it either. I'm sure.
I know there's a lot of like newer faces on their team, but I haven't like sifted through it to see who's chilling.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah. All right. That's crazy. We got Peralta's computer going off right now. He's got it hooked up so when somebody calls him, it goes off.
Oh man.
I know, right? And on your day off, homie.
He's a good cat.
Yeah. We miss you guys out there, man. This is
He says it's lonely.
Listo, man. Okay. By this time he should be back on the road and in the parks again. But yeah. It's wild. I went by his pad and to pick up the equipment, and I was like, thank God you weren't on the street driving. like on a freeway or something.
Too.
Yeah.
It's really hard. And you do all of these recordings on a Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to show the magic a little bit.
Sometimes we do it on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we have to.
Most of those auto body places are closed on Sunday.
Yeah, well, he has a mechanic.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, he has a guy that was going to come by today. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to have that, dude.
Yeah.
You always got to have a guy.
You need a guy for most things. Some things you do it yourself.
Oh, for sure.
But it's good. That's why I support community.
Yeah.
Find your community. You never know. Your neighbor could be a plumber for when you need it that one day.
Right.
Or your other neighbor could be, a carpenter. Help you fix up your garage.
Ooh-wee. He's gonna if he watches this episode during the editing, yeah, he'll hear it. All right. But any concerts lately? Let's go.
Oh, concerts. A lot of concerts lately, actually. I've slightly been obsessed with a local band. They're a hardcore band from Harbor area.
Okay.
It's South Bay, but they like to claim their own little bubbles. So I'm not hating on them. It's a Deviated State. I've been obsessed with them for a little bit.
Deviated State?
Deviated State.
Okay.
Yeah, they're, some double kick bass, blasting guitar, awesomeness. Breakdowns, yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, it's metal-esque. Metal adjacent. Metal adjacent.
Okay.
That's what I call it.
And I know you're a mosh guy.
I am. I'm in that pit every time. Guaranteed. Wife is starting to slow down on me. She's like, can you hang out on the outside for a little bit? I'm like, okay. Every other song. I got you.
Every other song?
We'll work on it.
Now, didn't you say it is your son? You said you put him in last time, right?
Yeah. So nowadays, what's crazy is like there's a LA backyard scene, and my son, you can actually catch him. You'll see him out there in those pits.
All right.
Tall, skinny kid, just kicking it.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool that he's taking after the little
the family
scene.
Yeah, right. He's going to backyard shows. No parents involved, just him and the homies. Doing his own thing.
I mean, it happens. It happens whether you because I think back in the day, like I remember as a kid, like my mom used to, would play some music and I'd be like, that again, but you start learning to appreciate it when you get older.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So, but you guys are probably some rad parents that he just liked the music from the get-go,
Actually,
no, he didn't like it at first. Okay.
He appreciated it because it was always on. And then he's. Like I say, he's found his own music pocket.
Okay.
And his own music scene. And I enjoy watching him go through it.
That's cool.
It makes me happy.
Yeah, because everybody's got their own individuality. If that's the right way to say it. But man. Dude, shout out to that, bro.
Yeah, Patrick Duvall, if you ever catch him out there. I'm just kidding. I didn't mean to put you on blast.
Okay. All right, dude. Dude, anything else you want to bring up?
Oh, dude, for me?
Yeah.
I got a lot cooking.
Let's go. What's in the pot? Or anything you can mention?
Oh, that I can mention? Oh, dude. So we could talk about the Olympics. We could talk about Skateboard Hall of Fame. What do you want to talk about?
What's going on with the Olympics?
The Olympics. Oh,
let's go there.
Well, I feel like it's going to be in Paris this year, right? Mm-hmm. So I've noticed that with the Olympics being in Paris, France, that it's a lot more organized than previous year. So that's good. And I'm starting to see, because we're in the early stages now, we don't know. Like, we know which skaters go for which countries.
Right.
But then, a lot of them still, they have to come to California before they go there, Like, this is the hub. Like, we're the industry.
Exactly.
This
is where everybody wants to be, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you could argue that Florida, for example, has its own industry and hub, or Las Vegas has its own industry and hub, or
I heard Las Vegas.
Some stories about Vegas.
Stories about Vegas.
New York. New York has its own industry and hub.
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting to see, like, what I just want to tell everybody to pay attention to what they're rocking, how they're rocking it. And just look out for, tricks and tips.
Tricks and tips.
Tricks and tips for the Olympics is what to pay attention to.
Okay.
Pay attention to what tricks they're doing, and then just how they're rocking it. I mean, there's a pad war going on between different helmet companies.
Oh.
Like S1 or
Right.
Which I'm not a jerk or nothing, but S1 is kind of it's a more bicycle helmet in my opinion, but they're a skateboard helmet. Pro Techs out there doing their thing. I'm a part of the Canoa Surf family, so just non-officially. So I rock a flyaway helmet.
A flyaway?
Yeah, the Canoa flyaway helmet, which if you Google it, yeah, I admit they're the most expensive helmet on the market, but they're the most authentic, handmade, American-made helmet.
Okay.
It's on the market, so that's why I support it.
What's the name again?
It's a Canoa flyaway,
Oh.
Kanoa.
Flyaway. Okay.
Canoa flyaway helmet. Look it up.
I'm gonna look it up because
Get yourself a custom helmet.
How do they look though? Do they look chill?
Pretty slick. I mean, back in the day, you had the gnarliest dudes were rocking them. Like Jay Adams used to rock them, and he was one of the early pioneers who really put them on the map. You have some more recent inductees who used to rock them, like Howard Hood and Lonnie Hiramoto, or Chris Miller, or Daryl Miller. 2 Millers out there, yeah.
Right, right.
Who else? Doug Schneider, Bobby. No, Bobby Valdez. No.
Yeah.
Yep. A lot of cool skaters who wore those helmets back in the day.
Dude, that's rad, man.
Huh.
All right, man, dude, that's cool. And do you get those? Do they sponsor you anything, or you'd have to pay for it?
On and off.
On and off.
I think it's more of a friendship.
Okay.
Which I always tell people that it's good to have good to have friendships, and don't always expect something. Just kind of share what you have, and good things will come to you.
Yeah. And just keep doing what you're doing.
I've been writing historical articles about, skaters of the past.
Okay.
I did one on, Canoa Surf, the flyaway helmet.
Okay.
That's why I'm so close to them. I also did Primo and Diane, but they were freestyle skaters who actually used to skate at SeaWorld. So a lot of those 80s kids used to see a lot of flyers of them skating.
I remember that. Did they have like a Pepsi ramp or something?
Yep. But mine was mostly about Diane, because I felt like, her voice should be heard. She was like a dancing queen who found her way on a skateboard and never let go. And now she's an awesome DJ that you should book. You should book her for your weddings or whatever. She's a great DJ.
Okay.
She got you. She got the dancing vibes. Yeah. Who else? Oh, I've done Kevin the Worm Anderson.
Okay.
Yeah, Kevin Anderson was the first person in a pro contest to do a run switch.
Okay.
When you really think about it, you're like, all right. So
did anybody go, what is going on here?
Actually, no one knew what he was doing.
Exactly.
And he got 8th place.
See, that's what I'm talking about. It's like the Olympics last year or last time. No,
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, no, the Olympics last time you had Lizzie Armanto doing roast beefs, right? Like a roast beef is a hard trick, first of all.
Right.
And to not see her score high on it, I was just I was devastated for her. I was like, what? That's a roast beef. That's up there.
Right. Right.
That's a Jeff Grosso trick for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude. Well, yeah. I mean, I hope they get it better this year, though.
Yeah.
I do. I really do, man.
I think by the time this video comes out, they'll be talking about the Olympics, right?
About it?
I think it starts mid-July. Mid-July, right? Usually?
I don't know. I haven't really looked into it.
Well, we got you. Tell us in the comments what you're thinking about the Olympics, who you're voting for. I can tell you who I'm voting for is Pedro Barros.
All right. That's what I was going to ask you.
I'm shooting for Brazil.
Let's take a quick break real quick because I want to figure out how to turn the sound off on this computer.
Ah, you're good.
And we'll be right back. And we're back.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We figured it out. We got the computer to stop beeping.
Peralta.
I called Peralta. I was like, hey, getting a lot of messages right now? He's like, yeah. Maybe. Why? So let's get back into the Olympics. You said you're going for Brazil?
Yeah, I'm rooting for Brazil. I've been kind of paying attention to Pedro Barros.
Okay, shout out.
He's actually, in my opinion, he's one of my favorites because not only is he a guy who gets lots of air, which is something I enjoy personally, is getting air, but he's a little technical too. He's one of those he's from my era because he's 29, I'm 32, so we grew up, the same era of skateboarding, and it's the whole if you listen to that last episode, street and vert, you got to do both, and he does both, and that's why I enjoy him.
All terrain, huh?
All terrain,
dude.
But that, him and Grant Taylor.
Okay, so
you ever watch Grant Taylor skate in
Grant
videos
Taylor?
and stuff?
Uh-huh.
Oh, dude,
I've probably seen him.
Everything.
I'd have to see it.
Pedro Barros, fat everything. But he's he's representing skateboarding on an Olympic level, and I'm stoked for him.
Is he part of the street part or is he part of the vert part?
He's the park.
Park is the
it's,
park
it's
is
called
the
park.
The bowl part, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Someday they'll do either bowl or half pipe, but I think for now it's street and park.
Yeah. Okay, but those park ones are pretty rad, man. Those obstacles,
huge obstacles.
Man, I wonder what the feeling is like to go
being at the Vans Park, same thing.
Flying over those things, man. Something I never learned to do.
Gnarly gaps.
There's got to be that trick to just fling out of those things,
Well, it's all, I guess, pumping is what a lot of people call it.
Maybe there's something that
motion of the ocean.
Keeps me from literally letting go to go. Because I'm maybe I'm holding myself back from the
inertia.
actual.
Well, you do kickers. You skate kickers.
Kickers, yeah.
Yeah, same feeling.
Yeah,
just bigger.
I know.
A lot bigger.
I know, but I've always tried to do. I tried if La Habra Skate Park. Shout out to them. Actually, I want to give a shout out to them. You can actually go back now to La Habra and not have to wear a helmet anymore.
Yeah.
The helmet rule was taken away July 1st. So everybody go enjoy, please, and then don't leave it messy. Don't tag it up, please.
Yeah, keep it clean, dude.
Keep it clean. Keep it respectful. That way we don't get it taken away again.
Give kids a reason to be stoked.
Right.
Because there needs to be more.
Yeah. Because it's so crazy. I'll get into it a little bit, but there's a little gap there that I've always wanted to try to gap, and I just could never get it. And I'm and I think I'm just hesitant because I'm not sure of how to go back down the other side. But
we're ready for that clip.
We'll see.
We're asking him now to post it.
We'll see
when he does it.
We'll see. The clip I gotta figure it out. Yeah, I know. That's what they say, right? That's what they say. Nah, back in the 90s, it happened. Mm-hmm. But going back on the La Habra thing again real quick, that it's so wild that they had a security guard. They didn't allow you to skate without a helmet, but 88 Skate Shop could set up a little flat bars and all that kickers at the bottom at the
parking lot or something
in the basketball courts.
Oh.
And it was all totally cool. It made no sense to me. You know what I mean? So, but shout out to them for getting their park back, man, with no helmets. And dude, but yeah, the Olympic park is wild, bro.
Yeah.
It is gnarly to skate.
I feel like they should bring back local skate shop contests. I don't see those anymore.
Battle skate shop?
Yeah, battle the shop types things.
That would be cool.
Because when I was growing up, that was all the rage. You'd see
bragging
Spider
rights
versus Vanguard versus ET versus South Bay Skates versus who knows, Warning Skate Shop would be in there somewhere.
Yeah.
If you're from South Central,
Yeah, man. Dude, that's so cool.
Battle the shops, bring it back.
Bring it back, man.
I accept your challenge.
Yeah.
Battle the shops.
And then, of course,
street and vert.
That just gives us more locals to interview as well if that happens, because then they could come in and talk about it, Like, oh, dude, we're gonna go
battle
battle
shops,
and it's gonna be here, it's gonna be there.
Best out of 3.
Do they have now? When they used to do that, would it be like one big thing?
Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't like okay, like say like in September, this shop versus this shop, and then whoever takes the win, and then they go to this shop.
No,
it's not.
When I was a kid, it used to be at
Just
Vanguard Skate Shop would host it in their parking lot, and there'd be a street course and a half pipe. And then all the shops would come, and you get your little trophy at the end, and that shop would have bragging rights for a year. Yeah, but that's because I always tell people the South Bay is kind of congested with shops.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, there's kind of a lot.
A lot to choose from, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the neighborhood's pretty big.
Okay, but I mean, hopefully everybody can exist though. You know what I mean? Because I mean. Skateboarding is kind of big, but it's not.
Yeah, it isn't.
I heard, I'm not too sure about this, but I think people are sitting on a lot of product right now because of the whole, I think everybody got paranoid during the pandemic, right?
Yeah, and they overbought.
Overbought, and then people, because people were skating because they were, they couldn't go to work. And then, and then probably got their kids doing it. And then, I mean, how many people actually put it back down, though, and or even had to get back to,
back to work
in real life, so it's like, so everybody's kind of, I heard people are sitting on some stock, but, I'm not too positive, but, I mean, dude, we need
more youngsters skating.
We need more people out there, man.
Yeah. Hey, I know you got a nephew somewhere.
Yeah.
Hook him up with a skateboard.
Buy him a skateboard.
Christmas is around the corner, bro.
Christmas complete.
Hook up. There's a lot of flack, I guess, about, Zoomies and van stores in those communities that don't have skate shops. But don't forget, we're in 2024. You can order from a mom and pop skate shop online and do it that way.
And do support.
Hook them up.
It is a little, I mean, because when you're first starting out, you're not going to know what you need anyway. You're just going to need something functional.
Yeah.
And then once you start actually learning and you want to stick with it, then you can start really figuring out
and we're here to help.
And if you start making friends and you go, okay, what do you guys skate? Oh, I skate Baker, or I skate this brand, or I like these wheels. And then pretty soon you start going, okay, Mom, I want this, or Dad, hook it up.
Yeah. And you can message us. We'll respond. We promise. We'll help you out. If you're like, well, what's the difference between these Spitfire wheels and these Bones wheels? I'm like, well, what are you skating, kid? We got you.
Yeah. All right, shout out to that, dude. Soul Performance.
Soul Performance Skate Shop.
Yeah, in Gardena.
Yeah.
All right, and let's talk about that event you just went to. The Legends, right?
Oh, the Skateboard Hall of Fame.
The Hall of Fame.
I appreciate the existence of Skateboard Hall of Fame and everything they do, because not only are they highlighting the history of skateboarding, which obviously I'm a nerd. Yep. The history nerd right here.
That's good, man.
But also you get to take a step back and really appreciate and highlight each individual. Like, for example, Tom Penny got inducted this year. And Tom Penny, man, how many people did he inspire to skate? It's insane.
Here.
How Jeff Raleigh, it's another flip guy, but
right here.
Me too, man. I wore his shoes. I rocked those shoes.
I mean, when that Flip Sorry video came out, I mean, it was a game changer because they weren't from here, and they just came out. It felt like they came out of nowhere
and destroyed the spot
and then and then they're skating their areas too. So we were seeing new spots for the first time too, and you're like, what is going on here? You know, like these guys. And then of course back then. I'm sure, like, if I was a pro, I'd be like, dude, we can't be letting these guys out skate us, bro. What's going on here? Let's get out in the street.
No, but Skateboard Hall of Fame. They're a non-profit too, so go ahead and help support their museum and everything that they're doing, because Skateboard Hall of Fame also offers free skateboard lessons to anyone in Simi Valley.
Ooh.
And I think that's super important.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I could offer free skateboard lessons, but I don't have it, in my community set up. But my community also gives out skateboard lessons if you're in my area.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
then Dude, Skateboard Hall of Fame is also, what else do they do?
That's that building in Simi Valley, right?
Simi Valley, yeah.
Right, and they have an indoor skate park as well, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. They have an indoor skate park.
Yeah.
And, dude, all the pros you can run into.
I haven't been there personally, but
Logan family.
I need to make a trip out there because even my lady was saying, how come you don't even take me to one of those spots? You like the that? Museum. I'm like, oh, you want to go? Let's roll.
I used to have a museum.
Yeah, I like how they have like all the years of like the skateboards on the wall. Like, oh, these are...
No, it's super important.
It's got a lot of history in there.
Or, you know what? If your skate shop or your local skate shop has some space, ask them to add a skateboard library. Because your Look Back Library is a program where they take all the historical magazines from back in the day to today, and they just put it in a spot, and you can just rent it out from your shop. Just be like, hey, man, today I want to borrow this Big Brother magazine. Or tomorrow it's Trans World issue whatever with, Terry Kennedy on it, Like
That's
they
cool.
Ask your shop about Look Back Library, get it in your shop.
There's a little thing in the neighborhood. It's like take a book, leave a book or something.
Yeah.
There's like they have those there too, and I mean, it's kind of like that, right? You
Yeah,
just come in and
enjoy.
Don't donate if you're not looking at magazines anymore.
Be a part of your shop community and help with the history.
That's a pretty rad idea, even popping. Well, do people have DVDs anymore? It's like, because a lot of
that's hard one.
Sometimes those skate videos they get the music rights taken away.
So yeah,
you're not watching the original video anymore. Or maybe somebody uploaded it with a different song.
Yeah.
And you have no clue that that's not the original.
You get to miss out on the history.
Right.
Because each song is important.
I'm starting to really miss that hard copy that we used to have, and now that everything's online, somebody else is actually like kind of controlling it. You know what I mean? Like I said, they changed the music on it. You don't get to hear the original. You're like, wait, what's going on here? And if you don't know, you'll be thinking like, when he skates to that song, and they're like, no, he didn't skate to that song.
Yeah,
but
all the classics like Wheels of Fire or the First Plan B video.
Okay.
A lot of good music that changed a lot of different people's lives right there.
For sure, man.
And artists' lives too.
It opened up my music.
Library. Yeah, me too. There's a lot of
time.
songs that I learned from watching skateboard videos.
Even like just the Beatles, like the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Yeah. I think that was in a video, and I was like, I gotta have that song.
Hell yeah! Or for me, it was like Rainbow. Like I'd heard of Ronnie James Dio and Black Sabbath, but I'd never heard of Rainbow before until I saw the Zero video, and I was like, what the heck?
Okay.
What is this?
Yes. Yeah. See, yeah. Zero came out a little bit later because I was watching. I think Toy Machine, right?
Yeah, Toy Machine.
Jamie Thomas was on Toy Machine.
Yep.
Yeah. Welcome
the
to
SF
Hell.
Days.
So.
Welcome to Hell.
But once Zero came out, I think I was kind of like not really skating at the time until my brother got on the board.
Yeah.
And that's when he was like the tight pants, right? All that. Jim Greco was like,
Everyone had a skull on their T-shirt and was wearing wristbands.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Like wristbands. Mine had spikes on it.
Yours had spikes on it just in case?
I also had a sweatband because that was cool.
All right.
Just the one, though.
That
sweatband.
That spiky one should come in handy in a mosh pit, though. People stay the hell away, right?
I never really used it in the mosh pit.
Well, that's good.
But, it was a little nicer.
Yeah.
It was fashion, but it's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool.
That's cool, man. That's so rad, man. All right, but shout out to the Hall of Fame.
Skateboard Hall of Fame.
Yeah, they're giving the flowers to the people that deserve them. Unfortunately, I heard didn't Jeff Grosso?
Yeah,
he got his right.
Yeah, he got his inductee.
But he was passed away already, right? So
yeah. Well, that's the hard part.
But I heard he got his while he was still around, and then they couldn't do the ceremony.
Yeah,
because of the whole pandemic as well.
Yeah, they were trying really hard not to skip a year, but then they ended up doing it later in the year.
Right. Yeah.
But it's cool because he got inducted with John Lucero, and John Lucero was a big part of skateboarding and his life. Actually, he was a big part of how I grew up skating. Because if it wasn't for Black Label,
Black
there's
Label.
a lot of tricks that I wouldn't be doing
What's
today.
that? Black Label right there?
Yeah.
Is there a video right there somewhere? Where's it at? Right here.
Yeah.
Label kills.
Label kills.
Label
dude.
kills. Now,
Go check out that video.
please go check it out. That's what I believe Adam Alfaro's in that one, right? And
Yeah.
just, woo, man, when that kid came out, because he was our local hero right there. He was a Whittier guy. So
Jason Adams.
Jason
right?
Adams.
Jason
Oh,
Adams.
too.
Slappy King. For all those nerds out there.
He was just recently at P-Side.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he got a
Hell
trick.
yeah.
They just put in like this rainbow rail, and yeah, Jay Adams was there, man. I believe even Belgun Gary filmed the trick.
Yeah.
He was up. They also went to Fullerton. It looked like Fullerton Underground.
Yep. Jason Adams was always a cool person for me to connect with because he's a skateboarder who loves hockey, and I grew up liking hockey. So all you hockey fans, I got you.
Shout out.
Skate and hockey. Mike V is also into hockey too, by the way.
Well, he's a fighter.
Yeah, it shows.
Well, that one video that he came out in,
He's a piece.
gave him that gave him that reputation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, I love that part, man. When I saw that part as a kid, I was like, "Oh, I wish I could." Somebody talk to me crazy, and I'm just that pumped to just like even have time to take off my shirt before I.
Yeah, he's the singer to a band called Black Flag right now.
Right.
Which I think it's pretty cool. I'm stoked for him.
I like how you said that though, like you're explaining it to people who Black Flag is. I'm like, I think people know who Black Flag is. I hope they do.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Like, hey, watch the previous episode and then come back to what we're about to talk about. Because, Black Flag is actually super important to me and my family. But, like, Mike V being the singer to Black Flag going forward. So now you can press play.
Full circle, right?
Full circle, right? It's that whole skate punk. And I think in today we need it. We need more skate punk,
Okay.
Skateboard music. And yeah, you could say, well, it's like watching a cover band. But it's not. It's super authentic, and you can see that he's trying.
Right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You could tell the passion.
Yeah, he might be, emulating Henry Rollins a little bit.
Imagine, like, he grew up with that. So he's like, I'm going to do my best to give it its,
No, I think he's giving it justice.
Right.
And people have their opinions about Greg Ginn and Black Flag. Or, like, Keith Morris and Flag. Because that was like for a little bit the battle was like the original members of Black Flag being in this band called Flag.
Okay.
And then Greg Ginn had his own Black Flag with Mike V going on at the same time.
Okay.
I think Greg Ginn won that court battle, but
how crazy.
Wow. I'm in a cover band. If you ever thinking
about
music or want some skate jams.
That's not a new hobby, right? You've been doing that? Or?
I've been doing it, but this is I'll call it a year-long project that me and some skate buddies have been doing. And I'm in an Operation Ivy cover band, which Operation Ivy was like a skate, reggae, punk, ska band from SF.
Sounds like, yeah. That sounds cool.
Hell yeah. They're one album, one EP kind of band. Mm-hmm. And will we ever get the reunion? I don't know. But that's why I thought it was important for my band to exist.
Okay.
That's cool. Operation Ivy, Sound System, Unity. What's another good song? That's one of my favorites. Oh, Take Warning. Room Without a Wind. Dude, Library. I just shouted out a bunch of songs for you to check out. But our Instagram page is Operation SB. Yes, okay. Operation South Bay. Keeping it local.
All right, I'll check that out.
Also on Facebook.
We'll also give you a follow too. Yeah.
If you still do Facebook, it's on Facebook.
Facebook, yeah. I do Facebook, but it's like family.
Yeah, mine too.
Family, you know what I mean?
It's mostly family.
So yeah,
grandma, grandpa,
stuff like that.
Killing it on Facebook.
I mean, yeah. Once the parents got on Facebook, it was over. The kids were like, "Nah, we're good."
Nah.
That's when they created something different.
I like cool. Instagram because it's pictures and videos, and you don't have to read so much.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm lazy.
Yeah. I like Instagram as well. I mean, I never got on the TikTok
I never did that either.
I created one and then I never used it, and then I tried to sign back in, and it's like, "What's your password?" And I
oh
couldn't
no,
figure.
You got stuck in the.
I was like,
in
"All
the
right."
loop.
I just deleted it. I was like, "All right."
You know, Ice-T wrote a song about that once. You'd probably enjoy it.
Which one? What's it called?
It's so if you look up his metal band called Body Count.
Yeah, I know. Body Count.
He did a cover of Institutionalized by Suicidal Tendencies.
Yeah. That's
and
what he's the guy eating the sandwich and he's choking him,
right?
The video.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
I know my stuff, man.
Hey, Ice-T.
I might not look like I know it, but dude, Ice-T was rad, bro.
You'd
Body
like
Count.
Ice-T. And he's skateboard adjacent too. Just ask Glennie Freeman. Just saying.
All right.
He did some photo work, I believe, with Glennie Freeman. So.
I mean, shout out to my homie Robert out there, man. He was the one that put me on all those.
Yeah.
That music and skateboarding and everything.
South Central style.
You know, like I would draw the black flag. Like he would like try to tell me, dude, draw the black flag thing for me. All right. No. I mean, they're squares. He's like, no, this one's not quite. This one's a little bit lower than. I'm like,
it's gotta be a flat waving, but not connected.
Right. He's like, that's not quite it, but it's close. So I'm like, come on, man. Well, they're just some squares.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, man.
Because in my personal community, there's not a whole lot of people doing punk rock cover bands. So I found my niche.
That's cool. That's a good hobby to have.
One of 3 punk rock bands that exist in my area, and we're always pretty much available to book if you're thinking about it. We'll do birthday party, whatever.
Yeah.
Venue. We got
cool.
you.
What have you done recently? Have you done anything?
So we did. It was the Memorial Day weekend for Soul Performance Skate Shop. We played a show. You know, it was cool. There was ramps, mani pad, people skating.
Yeah, that's
people enjoying the music. You know, food grubbing.
That's cool.
You know, and that's why I'm looking forward to the future, doing more events like that, keeping it very low.
Did you post any of that on your Instagram?
I did, yeah.
All right, we'll have to check that out.
There's a couple clips of my band playing shows. You know.
Dope. We'll definitely put those links in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Do
you have a YouTube on it or anything? Nothing yet?
No.
No?
I've kind of stayed off YouTube personally.
Okay. So everything's through Instagram?
Everything's through Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if they want to book you, they got to DM you?
Yeah, or DM the band.
Yeah.
Operation SB.
Yeah.
At Instagram.
Yeah, that'll be cool, man. It'll be cool to get you out at more skate events as well, too, you know? Like,
hey, we'll play here if you want.
Well, hey, we'll have to throw a party.
Barbecue style.
We'll have to do like a Where the Locals Sk8 reunion or something.
Oh, snap.
I mean, we've always wanted to talk about doing something like that. Like we can get, like, do something with the guests that been on the show if they're around or if they're in town.
Yeah.
You know, but probably set it up at a skate park so it'd be more convenient for everyone. For everybody. But in the future, we'll see, man.
Or pick a skate shop.
The skate shop as well.
Do it in front of a skate shop.
So yeah, if anybody's listening, you know. We'd love to host.
Hey, neighbors. He would love to help your shop and, you know, be a part of the community with his community.
You know, I mean, the future things, I mean, you know, we'll see. We're running on idle speed right now, so it's cool. I mean,
you're chilling, you're cooking, right?
Yeah. That's what we're doing, man. We're cooking the soup, man.
A lot of skateboard stuff happening in the future that everyone's going to enjoy.
Heck yeah, dude. I can't wait, man. And like I said, if you have anything that Soul Performance is putting on, of course we're gonna tag it. We're gonna put it in our Instagram. Hopefully, if our viewers or anybody's out in that area, they could go even stop by and check it out, say hello.
Yeah. No,
you
definitely.
know, are you working in the shop or is it just hang out?
Lately I've kind of been hands off a little bit because I got a full-time job with benefits and stuff. But
take care of the fam.
But I definitely you'll catch me at least once a week at the shop, hanging out or just talking.
That's good. Yeah. I mean, I know I need to make my way back to Two Fountains just to go say hello as well. You know, there's a time where I just got to go in there and just, you know, kick it and hang out.
Buy some stickers.
Because there's times where I already know, though, if I stop by, I'm going to be there for like an hour or two. Because that's what happens. You know,
it happens at my shop, too. I live there.
I go looking at the boards and everything, and then I'll start looking at the clothes, and then, you know, start chopping it up. Customers will come in, they'll buy something, and then, you know, we'll just keep talking. It's a good time, man.
Yeah.
Good times, man. Everybody, I recommend if you're a skater out there, if you don't have a local shop,
Get yourself a local shop.
Get a local shop, man. They're a cool place to hang out. Rad people that are always there. Yeah.
Or if your community doesn't have one, maybe it's time you start thinking about making one.
Right.
Be the shop. Be a part of your community.
Yeah. Or at least voicing your opinion for one, you know? Yeah. Talk to the city. I mean, shout out to, again, Pawn Shop. They got that Covina Park opened up.
Yeah.
So they got it done. And then at 88, they got the helmet rule taken away.
Yeah.
From La Habra.
Yeah.
So I mean, things can work. And then I heard BP. I'm not sure if they're still working on it, but they were trying to get rid of Baldwin Park and build condos. So they want people to go and visit the skate park because they have somebody out there checking how much how much traffic is coming in. So you know if you're in that area, like it's not that close to me. But I definitely, like I keep saying it, I haven't been, but I want to go check it out.
Hey.
But we get so busy.
Let's go. You and I go. Maybe on a Saturday.
We'll have to check it out, yeah. Definitely. Yeah, because, I mean, the one and only time I went to that park, I was a little hungover back in the day, so I didn't even skate it. And, I want to learn it.
Now you're awake and ready.
Yeah, man. All right. Anything else, dude?
No, I'm chilling, dude.
Chilling?
I'm just thankful to be here. It was a fun drive over here, like always.
Yeah. It was quite a mission from Rat City.
Rat Beach style.
Yeah, man. Well, dude, I appreciate you coming all the way down here. And then, we had a little hiccup in the morning.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, but we made the show happen still. And at least still, man, I'm sure your car's fixed by now. But
of course, dude.
Thank God you're safe.
I'll catch you next time.
Yeah, thank God you're safe. And this didn't happen in the streets, like on the freeway or something that would have been bad.
Yeah.
So, we're all blessed and, keep moving forward.
Yeah, no. Thank you again for having me on.
Again, man. You have any shout outs?
Oh, shout outs. The classic ones. My family. And then thankful for my wife. Shout out to all my kids. You ready? Yeah. Aaron, Emma, Hector, Patrick, Benjamin, Mackenzie. I love you all. Mom and Pop, of course. Shout out to Soul Performance Skate Shop. Thank you for keeping me pushing.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of that, real quick before we get out of here, you did bring me a skateboard from Soul Performance.
Hell yeah.
And a shop deck, and this is gonna go in the Where the Locals Sk8 collection from our guest. I appreciate that.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm happy to be here.
It's pretty amazing. So we'll definitely put this on the wall. We'll put it in an episode for sure.
Hell yeah.
To support the shop as well. So, man, we appreciate that, dude. It's awesome. Yeah. Dude, it's amazing. Yeah. Heck yeah. All right. Any other shout outs?
Oh, dude, go follow my band.
Yeah.
Please and thank you.
Yeah. Go follow his band, please, and everybody.
Go skate, dude. Freaking go skate. Turn this off. Go skate.
The streets, please.
The streets.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, go to the park too.
Warm up in the park.
But let's see that street clip.
Yes, I encourage everybody to go skate. Any advice to anybody before we get out of here?
Oh, man. Full of advice sometimes. Today, I just say, stay healthy. It's going to be a hot summer this year for most of us.
Ooh, yes.
Drink water. And
stay hydrated.
Stay safe out there.
I almost forgot.
Oh, man.
Before we get out of here.
Oh, the question ball.
This could actually we'll see how. Let's go.
Oh, man.
Yeah. The crazy question.
It's got the same question.
I would have been kicking myself in the butt.
Has the same question on it.
No, I shouldn't. I have your last questions here before. It's hang with a celebrity or who would you tour with?
This is, if you could get a pro guest board, what team do you want to be on? Ooh, if I can get a pro guest board. That's a great question.
Everybody say, don't put it back.
Oh, man.
It's all good. I'll find it.
That's right here.
I don't want the next week guest to get the same question.
Okay. A pro guest board. Man. Let's see. Maybe Madrid. Hey, if you're watching this, Madrid, maybe. Huh? Shawn.
Hello.
I did have a pro model for Come Up Skateboards, which was actually a sole performance side project. So,
Okay.
could be a thing. It's another good one. What was always my dream was Z-Flex.
Z-Flex?
Yeah, always wanted a Z-Flex board with my name on it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
What would the graphic be?
The graphic? It would probably have to do with like my last name being Solomon. There's a lot of innuendos and stuff that goes with it.
Yeah.
When my parents had a shop, I had a board, and it was one of those king penguins, those emperor penguins was the graphic on it.
Ooh, okay.
Because, King Solomon.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of ideas, a lot of stuff.
I don't know why I thought it was salmon.
Yeah.
The fish. So I was like, but you'd spell it with your name.
Yeah, Solomon with the salmon. That'd be cool.
A giant salmon plate on the bottom. I don't know.
My youngster nickname used to be Zero because I used to look like that kid from Holes.
Okay.
So maybe something like that. I don't know.
Zero. Then Zero would have to make your board.
Oh yeah, no, they would. I would be super stoked if that was a thing.
You're right.
Yeah. So I guess I'm locking it in. Madrid. Hey.
Madrid.
Guess model,
and
maybe?
A popsicle stick or a shape board?
Oh, man. It'd have to be a shape board.
Shape board?
Yeah. Yeah, because my favorite shape growing up was a coffin shape.
Yeah.
So that's the shape I usually go back to.
Okay.
You'll see me every now and then. Funky shapes, popsicle shape.
I mean, that could be your shape right there. If this is a dream right here, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Dude,
I think they have the mold. Madrid still has the mold in their warehouse somewhere.
I can talk to Cadillac DeVille. We had him on the show. George Cadillac DeVille. He worked for Madrid. He shaped boards.
Oh man.
Yeah, you got to check out his episode.
If you worked there,
you haven't seen it.
Like the 2000s.
He called Jeff or one of the brothers.
Jerry.
And he's like, "Hey, I have somebody here that would go to your house and buy decks." And he was like, "Oh, really?" He called him on the phone, and I got to talk to him. It was pretty rad.
Man.
I know, right? The hairs were growing on my arms when I was talking to the dude. I'm like, I'm actually talking to the guy. He's like, "Oh yeah, I used to leave the porch light on if it was cool to buy them. If not, if they're out, don't knock on my door." I was like, "Dang, that was so rad." Dude, shout out to Madrid out there.
Yeah, the Madrid family.
And again, dude, thank you for everything that you do for skateboarding. Shout out to you and your band and.
Man, thank you for everything you do for skateboarding.
Well, we're trying, man. We're putting in our work, and and
it shows.
Yeah,
it shows.
And my shout outs today, man. I got to shout out everybody that was at the grand opening for the Covina Park, and I got a lot of love, man. There's a few people out there. I can't say everybody's name, but you watched the show. Thank you for introducing yourself to me. It was a great pleasure, everybody. Thank you for supporting the show, man. I really appreciate it. It was awesome. Really hot out there, but it was an awesome day, and I got a lot of good feedback from the show. So hopefully, if you're watching and you want to be part of the show, dude, DM us. We'll get you in the chair.
Like and follow,
subscribe,
leave a comment, bro.
All that good stuff, and share it
out. It makes a difference.
Share it out. Tell a friend, please. Don't be Bogart in the show. You know what I mean? Don't be holding it to yourself. Tell a friend. Bogart. Even if you want to be on the show or you think your friend's gonna get on first, don't worry about it. We'll get you in here. So
doors open, bro.
Doors open, man. And again, like I said, you could come back again as well.
Hey, I did.
Yep. This is your number 2, so
yeah.
You could, and like I said, you can come back again, buddy. So.
Oh man, maybe next one a crew episode.
We'll see, man. And
extend this table, have a posse.
I wanna shout out my boys out there as well, holding it down. They're on vacation. I had to hold it down all by myself today, but let me know how I did in the comments. You think I did a good job? I hope so. I think I did all right too. We had to do it. We had to get you here, man. So
I'm thankful. I'm
very
thankful.
Next week we'll see you guys. Till next time, I'm OG Skate Show. Peace out.
Peace.
Everybody.
Thank you.